Maybe you're just good as a number two. Have you ever thought of that about that? You know what I mean? Maybe you're just good as a number two. Um, Sorry, Scott. I don't know why, but I got my championship. But yeah, let me call you later. Let me call you later, Scott. Yeah. I've messed that one up, haven't I? Big up, people. Big up. Of course, I've got to do another stream. I did one yesterday with Uncle Rods and Anton.
Celebrating the champions, champions, as they say over there, champions. That's 2020, but, I'll get the other ones very soon, hopefully. Big up to everyone. Big up to every Liverpool fan, by the way. Big up to every Liverpool fan. I'm going to soon bring in Nalante and hopefully JK as well to discuss with my two friends, obviously, that helped me with the channel, which I gratefully appreciate. I hope the sound is good. Please let me know if it's not. Um, guys, listen. Hate is hate, and Liverpool will still continue winning. Obviously, Liverpool have 15 points. They're 15 points clear of Arsenal, and people, upset about it. They're saying this league is not as good as previously league titles. I'm not worried about it. It's a jealousy thing. I mean, it just shows how good your football club is, and when people talk about you in that way, it means they are not happy that you're champions. And I saw the likes of Jason Cunt D talking about it. And he's talking about, oh, you've won one more than Leicester. You've won one more than Blackburn and all that stuff. What is it with these bitter people when they talk about Liverpool? We haven't got only one title. We've got 20 titles. 20, you know what I mean? 20 is a record with Man United. Let's just put it that way. So in the future, hopefully, we'll get some more and overtake that. But currently, we're the best team in the UK. Let's just put it that way. In regards to the biggest trophies won, we've got 6 Champions League titles. We've got 20 Premier League titles, whatever you want to call it. Original league, we was the best. And, don't ever forget that. We had 18 titles. Man United had 7 in the original proper league when teams were, fighting and tackles were flying in and, football was beautiful. Let's just put it that way. This kind of football in the modern day, it is what it is. It's a Man United league, isn't it? That's what they want. You saw Richard Keys as well, guys, talking about Liverpool. Richard Keys was adamant Liverpool's not going to win anything, any sort of trophies next season and all that stuff. But Jason McAteer, Trigger, as they call him, they thought like he's not bright upstairs. He just took him to the cleaners, man. Took him to the cleaners. 21 will come soon, MK says. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It will come soon. Listen, guys, I'm going to bring in Mr. JK and let's bring in Mr. Nalante as well. Hang on a second, people. Let me just sort everything out. I love that tune, guys. Honestly, I love that tune. What's going on, my brothers? Champions. Let me just say it. Champions. What's going on? How are you? JK and Nalante? Guys, you're on. I can't hear you. What is going on? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Hello? I don't know what's going on. Guys, are you playing games with me? JK and Nalante, are you there?
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on, champions? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling all good, bro. All good. It's been a good few days in that. Since Sunday. Sunday was the top day all around.
Yeah, sorry I haven't been on for a bit. I done a stream with Uncle Rods and Anton yesterday. I think you guys were doing streams yourselves as well. It was good to see like everyone, around YouTube is doing stuff and, celebrating our obviously championship win. I said in the beginning of the stream, don't ever underestimate, what we achieved this season because it is very, very special. And nobody can take that away from us, if you know what I mean, guys. Guys, in the chat, you know what I mean? I'm here for yous. Sorry, we're here for yous. So if you want to say your piece, say it, man. Like, be happy. Be happy because, things like this don't come that often. And finally, it's here. Was my sound good, JK, or was it bad? JK. Hello. I don't know what is going on.
It's all good, Fuzzy. All
Yeah,
good. All
yeah.
good.
What's going on,
Clear.
Alante, bro? What is going on, bro?
Clear.
Yeah.
I just need to say something first,
Go on, bro.
just for the masses of viewers. Champions, champions, ole, ole, ole. Champions, champions, ole, ole, ole. Ole, slow, cha la 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 la. Ole, slow, cha la 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 la. Ole, slow, cha la 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 la.
Oh man, I'm the happiest man. I'm telling you guys, honest to God, man. Guys, thank you anyway for you two. You know, during the season, coming on here and doing the streams for us as well, man. It's been hell of a season. Thank God we actually did things. You know what I mean? Because previous seasons we've been doing streams and there was never like championships involved or anything like that. If you know what I mean. But now, finally, man, finally we're here. We're all together. We're all celebrating. Long may it continue. We've got 2 more parties to come, and you know nobody can take that away from us, guys. They thought like the last one on Sunday was it's like a parade. They said it was that yeah they said that was more than Man City's parade. So it clearly shows the levels of the clubs, isn't it? It clearly
Yeah.
shows.
Really believe.
But, how you guys been, man? How's everything, man? Huh?
No, good man. No, and just again, just basking, and it's just nice, because to be fair, I was thinking we'll win, but I thought we'll limp to the win. We'll just get the win. What I said, I wasn't gonna complain anyway.
Yeah.
If we win tomorrow, if we have a crap game, if we've dominated for 88 minutes and we score 2 goals, we win. Who cares?
Who cares, bro?
But we matched the result with the performance, and again, it was never a doubt. I mean, were you worried when? Well, not worried, but I mean, were you when Tottenham went 1-0 up? I wasn't bothered. I wasn't really that fussed.
No.
It's just one of those days that it's just nice to just everyone plays the part. We went back to how we started until February. We went back to that form. You know what I mean? It's just nice to see, man. I mean, the only little thing. I mean, don't want to be greedy. Could have been 6.
Can't be greedy, bro.
Can't be greedy 6, and could have had some Italian cuisine on the pitch.
Yeah,
A bit of spaghetti.
I was pissed off about that. Him.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but
Nah, it's not nice. But did you see when Harvey Elliott was coming on and he was shaking his head? I mean, like in disappointment. It was sad to see, bro. Because with Chiesa, guys, yeah, whether we like to say it or not, yeah, I don't know how all fans feel about him. I think he's just a Liverpool player, mate, in the making. When I look at him, he's behaving.
100%.
Even his family's attitude towards the club has been out of this world since he's been here. But for some reason, we just don't give him a chance. You know what I mean? And it's sad to see. It really hurt me when I saw that. You know what I mean? And because we're not that type of club that neglect people who are similar to us. If you know what I mean, Nalante and JK. And watching him like. When Harvey Elliott is coming on, shaking his head, he said, like, it's shaking his head not because of he's hating on Harvey Elliott, shaking his head that he's not getting the opportunity to come on. He's only 1 game away of getting a medal as well, bro. If you know what I mean. So give the guy a chance, man. He deserves it, man. His attitude has been immaculate this season, and I couldn't fault him for anything other than a praise. And I hope he stays next season, and I hope he actually, becomes a proper Liverpool player, gets a chance and all that stuff. Because I don't want him to be like Arthur. Arthur was never a player for us, but Chiesa is a player.
That was just silly. Yeah, that was incompetence by the board and club. You're right. But let me ask. I was going to ask you, JK, a question and the chat, because I'm just curious. Because I remember I was arguing with someone about this. Do you think Slot? I mean, sorry, not Slot. Do you think Chiesa was just an FSG signing? What I mean by that is, for me, it doesn't. Again, you guys just answer it. For me, again, we know how this goes. There's a transfer committee, but the manager / head coach gets the final say.
Yeah,
and he'll decide, even if he's not 100% with him. We've seen it before with Klopp, with others. do you think, Slot just said yes for the sake of it, or do you think someone went over his head? Because for me, regardless of whether, if he, he might not be his first choice, he has the final say to say, you know what, all right, I'll take him. No, I mean, what do you think about that, guys? Because I've got people saying that, it was, FSG, but FSG can't force a manager or head coach to sign a player.
Good question, actually, mate. I like that question, and I think MK has already put something down there. With me, I won't go into a job. Let me just say, if I'm a head coach of a football club, I live by the sword and die by the sword, right, Nalante?
Yes.
The decision you make, keeps you in the job and gets you the sack. So why would you agree to things that's not within your within the destination you're heading towards? Do you know what I mean, Nalante? So why would you say yes to a player that you're never gonna play? It doesn't make any sense. And I believe he has been involved. I don't think, because we made mistakes in those kind of transfers, like we just spoke about Arthur. So I don't think they're gonna do things like that again, if you know what I mean. I'm sure he was offered Chiesa, and his eyes lit up. It's Chiesa, isn't it? Chiesa was one time the best player in Europe, like when he won the European Cup with Italy. He was the best in the tournament. So when players like that become available, and all you have to do is get them through their injuries and then eventually start them and all that stuff, it's a dream. It's a dream for every coach. So I believe he was part of that. I believe that. But I don't know, since he signed him until now, what changed? Like, what changed your mind about him? Is it he's afraid if he gets on the pitch, he's going to get a serious injury or something? Has he got an injury that's so bad, something might go wrong? Maybe that's what it is, Nalante and Jacob. Maybe that's what it is. But listen, although he's a head coach, he does say yes and no. You know what I mean? Because like I said in the beginning, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That affects your job. So I believe he had something to do with it. You know what I mean? I don't believe, we're going to sign this player and you're going to take it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of attitude. That's so stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
I think seeing Chiesa on Sunday hurt. That just spoiled the day for me. What you bring in the Ender one.
JK, did you see it when he was watching Elliot?
Right. Oh, hurt me. It just hurt me. I was like, you know what? Look at the guy. He's sitting there dying to play. And then when you're young and you're like, want to play.
Yeah.
He had that look about him. And Chiesa, every time he plays, looks hungry and he wants to play, It was a party time Sunday. So for me, what you bringing Ender one, bro? Took on Chiesa. Get more goals. Make it an 8-1 score. You know what I mean? What are you bringing Ender one? Yes, Nando.
Yes.
I think he agrees with me. That's why he came on camera now. He's like, yep, okay.
I watched you guys yesterday. No, I saw you.
Told you, man. Face is coming on here, man. I told you. Once we win stuff, man, putting the calls, man. Can't be in the bush. Can't be in the dark forever, man. It's what it means, people. This is what it means.
You know what, bro? Quickly, I'll say something about look at this past season. Like, look at this past season. The amount of hours opposition fans, us fans, have put on through shows and did this show, and whatever, and it all boils down to we're the greatest team in England. So these guys are doing shows, United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, whoever they are, yeah, they will never be as big as us. So we don't have to argue with no one. Actions on the pitch, jobs done on the pitch. So this guy's got it easy, in a way.
I love that the other day, someone played that old tune from The Farm. People don't know who The Farm is. Farm is a band in Liverpool. Liverpool fans as well. They're Scousers. Remember that song? I don't know if Nalate remembers it, but I'm sure JK. All together now back in the day.
Oh yeah, that was like all together. Yeah. Nice.
It was because that was I think around the last time we won the championship properly when the fans are together. If you know what I mean. It choked me up because I remember that song when it used to be played back in the day, in the 90s and all that stuff. It's good to see like going back to the old days as well. Yeah, it's just it's special, guys. Let me say something to you guys. When Liverpool win championships, there's nothing like it. There's nothing. When the fans and the players were shocked. Because the first time they didn't see this, guys. They didn't see stuff like this. When they saw it the other day, even Trent looked choked up, and Trent even couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? And I believe he's gonna stay, whether you like to hear that or not. I believe he's gonna stay, especially what's happening with Real Madrid at the moment. Angelo is leaving to go coach Brazil.
Brazil,
So,
yeah.
Supposed to be there, he's no longer going to be there. So what are you going to go there for? Especially when the club is at that stage, you know what I mean, which is rebuilding, and everything that happens and goes wrong, you're going to get the blame because you're going to be part of that, deficiency at that club. So just avoid it. I said, but I got a feeling he's going to stay, man, because I heard Gakpo speak after the game about, I don't know if you guys heard that when he said about the two-sided contract, and he said, hopefully Trent. So that's your teammate saying things like that. So there must be something going on. And I hope he stays, guys. You know what I mean? I know, like I said, I don't care, but I just hope. You saw him the other day, the way he played. He was phenomenal, man. Like when him and Salah play together in the right, there's nothing like it.
Yeah. They never like it.
Makes more runs, scores goals. When he's not there, I'm not putting a downer on Bradley. Bradley's a phenomenal youngster, man. He's going to be a great right back for us. It's not the same, guys. I swear, it's not the same. And I think I saw it the other day. But you guys could disagree and agree, whatever. But let me just get to the comments.
Yeah, 100%.
Big up Joe Powell, man. Big up, brother. Been with us for ages, man. Ages.
Big up.
Champions, of course, man. We are champions.
Come on.
1 month party time. Yeah, 100%, man. I ain't stopping. I'll be here every single time when I do a stream, and I'm sure these guys will put in the champions and all that stuff, on the screen, and all that. We're not gonna end it. We're not gonna end it. As long as we have it, we're gonna keep going. 21 will come 100%. 100%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't like believe in other people what they say about us, guys. 15 points clear is how good you are. It's not how bad you are, and it's not our fault that the rest of the league is struggling.
Haters will hate. Haters will hate.
But yeah, you guys, what do you think about Trent? What I said, guys, about him and that. In regards to him staying and all that stuff.
Go on, Andy. You can drop it.
Okay. No, look, Fuzzy, look, I get it. I agree. And obviously we've seen Trent and Salah's link up play for what, 7-8 years now. So obviously the connection is there. So it's gonna be a big miss. But I just feel, I think again, if he goes, he goes. You know what I mean? I think Salah, obviously, who have to play a different game, but you could see once we had the proper right back when Bradley came back, then Salah was more. I mean, he shouldn't really. I mean, again, it depends on what you say. Salah should be taking games because of Scotland back. I know it's a team game. You take with the Scotland, but you see how it's just more. I guess you're comfortable because he kind of knows Bradley a bit. Obviously, not as much as Trent, but he saw Leicester. The certain stuff and there. But in regards to Trent, look, we all know he's a phenomenal football player. I've said it on other streams that he should, for me personally, I would have loved to see him be moved into midfield. I mean, people could say, oh, you got to turn your back, but I think you could get more out of him. But, it's fine. He's improved defensively a little bit this season, but then certain old habits crept in. So, look, regards to Trent, again, there could be a chance, but he's gone. We're going to miss him. Thank you very much. God bless you, Trent, for the memories. But we move, and that's my opinion. We move, we adapt. Bradley, whoever, we move on. We're Liverpool FC, and if he's gone, he's gone. I still think he's gone, but let's see. It seems there's a lot of reports we don't know, but let's see. If he stays, great. If he goes, for me, no problem. We'll be fine next season.
Yeah. What about you, JK, bro? I don't know if he's there. Let me just read it. Campions.
Yeah, go, bro. What I was going to say about Trent, for me, probably my favorite Liverpool player. I don't know, when he's on the pitch, we just look better. Yeah. Attacking wise, everything. He's the type of guy who will have the ball at his feet. Next second, he set up Jota in the box with a header. He's got that in him. No one else has got that in him. Szoboszlai should have that in him, but he ain't. What he did on Sunday, he got 2 assists, bro. So for me,
amazing,
if he's on, that's amazing, bro. But I always said, like, when our midfield plays good, we play good. Sunday, our midfield played good. Probably the best they've played in like 2 months. For a long time. We ain't had that display from midfield. Gravenberch looking like he was fit again.
Yeah,
Sabotzo, McAllister for me probably man of the match.
100%.
That's a midfield. We needed that midfield against Newcastle and the PSG.
Oh my goodness.
We're winning both of them games, simple. And that's what really let us down is our midfield in them games. They highlighted on Sunday. When our midfield clicks, we'll get a 6-3 against Tottenham, a 5-1, a 2-0 against Man City. It's when the midfield clicks, and we didn't do that against them guys. So it was good to see.
See that, yeah.
It's just good to see, bro. About time, energy. It's all about energy. When these guys are battered and can't run that same what they did on Sunday, there's something you got to do, and that is for me rotation. And that's Lalante's favorite words. Rotation, bro. Without rotation, you're gonna run out of energy.
Yeah, rotation is always needed because it refreshing the squad. You know what I mean, guys? When you got a refreshed squad, then you got more energy to burn. In the second part of the season. I said it yesterday to Uncle Ros and Anton. I said, why did Man City win league titles continuously? Is because they had a rotation and it worked, innit, JK? They always used to start with the youngsters and all that stuff in the first part of the season. They made sure at least the maximum they do is 5 points off the top. I mean, and then in the second half of the season, they go on that 13, 14 game on a run kind of thing, and then they win the league. That's. I'm not saying we should do the same thing, but I'll say it helps. You know what I mean, JK? That kind of stuff, and that's what we need for next season, especially because if we don't get that next season, I think it's going to be a struggle because I'm expecting us, like I said on the poll, we should be challenging for the Premier League next season to retain it, get 21, and get the Champions League at the same time as well. It's just progressions in seasons, isn't it? We're there, but we're not there. Do you know what I mean, guys? Once we get the 5, I think it's 5 or 6 players we need next season because there's a lot of players already have left the previous seasons. You know what I mean, guys? So you look at the players that left previous season and before that. And then you look at this season, at the end of it, there's going to be, I'm sure there's a few players going to be leaving, guys. You know what I mean? So you're going to need 5 to 6 players, max 6 players. You know what I mean? So we need to get players that can fit our system, take us to the next level, which is, we could rely on them rather than, playing the same 11 week in and week out as we did this season. What I said about this team this season, what I've enjoyed, what made us actually champions, what people haven't looked at is, compared to previous seasons that we was under Klopp and other managers, they had to play players because they bought those players to start in the team, not to win, but to win. I can't say it in a way. Yes, to win Premier Leagues, but sometimes when you look at players, they don't really produce what you need them to do on the pitch, and then you just got to say goodbye. You know what I mean? Get them on the bench. And that's what we haven't done in previous season. And we took a risk on those players and we lost championships. This season, what made us champions is because we kept on starting with the main players. Do you know what I mean, guys? So we didn't really bring the likes of Nunes to disrupt the team, and we have to wait for him to improve. And we're gonna lose games here and there, drop points here and there. We were just consistent with the same team that won us the championship. I'm not saying do that every season. Now these players have experienced winning championships. They will have that urge because they're young to go again and again and again. You know what I mean? Egos will come into it eventually, guys. That's part and parcel of football. They will ask for more money, and they will think they're special because they've won championships. But it depends how you handle it as a football club, you know what I mean, and how we come out of that as well. Learn from past mistakes, innit? That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
Learn from past mistakes like the previous seasons. It's not like we've won this league this time. We won it in 2020. We won the Champions League in 19 as well. So just learn from past mistakes. But as I said, guys, the most important thing I've learned from this season is we didn't have to cater to players to lose the championship. We went into this season with all intentions of winning the championship. And if a player is not pulling his weight on the pitch, they're willing to take those players out and keep them on the bench. Am I wrong what I'm saying, Lalante and JK? Or you guys can come into that. And the chat, of course, if you guys want to say something. Big up, Edward. Big up, Genghis. I'm going to get to your chat. And Kuroz as well, of course. And Josh, big up to everybody, man. Yeah. What do you think when I said that, JK and Lalante? Does it make sense what I'm saying? Like in regards to not sacrificing, because you bought a player for a lot of money to sacrifice the league for him to improve. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what we used to do back in the day.
Yeah, like for me, bro, football's a game like this where you've got a sheet in front of you with all the fixtures laid ahead. And what you got to do as a team is use your brain and common sense and realize Southampton at home before a Champions League game against PSG and a final against Newcastle. I'm going to play Endo, Elliott, and I don't know, McAllister, for example. What did we do? We went full strength a few days before a Champions big game. You know what I mean, bro? We came back, won that game because Darwin got a goal, got a penalty. And then what happens is he ends up starting Yotta again against PSG and against Newcastle. So for me, Slot messed our season up in that week. I don't know what his team behind him were thinking. God knows what they were doing. They've got analytics, they've got numbers, they've got everything there now available to these guys to tell you Gravenberch, Sabotler, and McAllister are not going to do a job against PSG and Newcastle. Why? Because they've got no energy there. So I think, you always say that. I hope they learn from that. I'm seriously worried about will he learn from that? He still played the same players again. Every game in the last 3 Premier League games, we've won them all. But he's played the same players. I don't think Sabotler started the last game against Leicester.
JK, the thing I'm talking about, it's not about that actually. I'm talking about like the way we won the championship this season. As I said, let me phrase it in a way. It's a bit difficult. Like what we've done this season, JK. Yeah, what we've done this season is different to compared to different seasons. That's what I'm trying to say to you. If you look at previous seasons, we've catered to players. We had to start players because of the finance and what we bought them for. You know what I mean? For them to improve on the pitch, and we sacrificed league titles because of things like that. This season, from what I've seen, is he was going by any means necessary to win the league title. Yes, it's annoying starting the same players again and again and again, but whether we like to say it or not, it's worked because we won the league. You know what I mean? So there's no more sacrifice. The thing I've learned about this season is if players are not up for it, don't give them a chance. Right? Unless they take it with both hands. You know what I mean? Don't give them a chance. Just put them on the bench, let them come off, and let them try improving that way. And this is what he's done this season. This is why he's been starting with the same 11 again and again. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I disagree with it because I'd rather have a fresh squad. But he doesn't trust outside that 11 because I don't think he has the depth outside that 11. If you know what I mean. But
yeah, but I think he has though, bro. Because when you look at it, who were the guys who got us that 1-0 lead in that PSG game? 2 subs, Elliott and Darwin. What happens? Them two don't even get a look in the next game, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is,
for me, trust me, bro.
Go on.
I just feel like for me, if you cannot play an Endo, Chiesa, and a Jones against the Southampton team, them 3 guys shouldn't even be at our tech club. You understand what I'm saying? He's got that squad from Klopp.
Yeah.
He was happy. He's got.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but I'm just giving you something like from his point of view, and he's been proven right. I said it to you guys. Think about a few seasons ago, guys. Yeah, like we gave Darwin Núñez 3 seasons at Liverpool, including this season. Yeah, and he still hasn't improved. We've been trying for 2 seasons to, in normal circumstances, Darwin Núñez will be gone after the first season in other big clubs. You know that. They don't stay that long. If you're not scoring, 20 goals as a number 9, you'll be gone. You know what I mean? In other clubs. But we gave him chance after chance after chance, and he still hasn't produced. You saw it the other day. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Not only did he miss the goal or whatever it is, the pass was horrendous. You know what I mean? To Salah. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. If he took that risk this season with some players like Darwin, I don't think we'll win the title because we're going to have to keep waiting for them to improve again and again and again, and then the league will go past us, and then Arsenal will catch up and things like that. But, as I said, he's got to learn from this season. You know what I mean? This has worked, but don't take that risk again next season. get the players in that you think that's going to do well for the team. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I think we could have won past seasons the league, but we kept on participating with players that are not up for it. You know what I mean? Just to see if they're going to improve time and time again, and it just didn't work. But this season, listen, man, he's done the business. You know what I mean? And you can't question that. You know what I mean? If we didn't win the league, we could have had a go at him about it. Like, what have you done and all that stuff? But he hasn't. I can't have a go at him. None of us can have a go at him. He's won the league, guys. I mean, we're Premier League champions. So in his first season, and that's something special. Even Bob Paisley didn't do that. Bob Paisley missed on his first season. He's won it in the second season. So, but that's what I'm trying to say, Nalante. I don't know, Nalante, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, persisting with the same players again and again that fell, lost us league titles in the past, and this season, keeping the same 11 helped him out, to win the league.
It's look, it's a two-edged sword. I think both you and JK have valid points. I mean, me and JK, flipping over, mate. I think me and JK can write a book about this season, about Slot and his lack of rotation. But it's true. I mean, what can you say? He's won the title, but again, no one's immune to criticism of things to improve. It's the fact with, for instance, the man, and big up the Irishman, the man that Irishman discussed.
Yeah.
He discussed the name Mr. Nunes. Look,
yeah.
I agree. Listen, JK knows, and Fuzzy, I'm sure I've told you this. Look, I didn't even want Darwin in the club in the first place.
Yeah.
When we linked to very many goals, I thought we're overcapping it because of his goals against us. I didn't want Darwin. I didn't. And again, but at the same time, as fans, we want who we want, but you give the player the opportunity. Now he's had the opportunity, and it just hasn't worked.
3 seasons, bro. 3 seasons, man.
Yeah, it just hasn't worked. He's had decent games, but this season, what I will say to Darwin, although he still hasn't been good enough this season, it doesn't help when the manager is not giving him a run of games. Like again, Southampton, he had a poor first half, for example, and he nearly got himself sent off stupidly.
Yeah.
But he fixed up, got the goal, won the penalty. Now, why are you I don't care who it is, why are you putting on Jota? Let him have the form and play him the next game. I mean, again, if someone in the chat can tell me, again, I could be wrong. I can't remember the last time Darwin had at least 3 games in a row. And then look, fair enough, if he has 3 games, no problem. If he's still stinking out the gaff, no problem. So you go to the sub space, but you can't be one rule for one rule for Jota or certain players. And this is why Slot has to learn. And again,
he will learn.
Yeah, I get that the certain players he doesn't rate. We as fans, we have opinions, but at the same time, let me remind people who come against this, because I hear a lot of moaning. I mean, some idiot Red Rebellion. I'm sorry to reach names. So you guys are moaning. No, we're here to give constructive criticism. Luis Phillips Scolari, Euro 2004. Portugal, England. You remember that game? And Luis Figo, one of the greats, all-time greats, he took him off. He took him off. Why? Because he's not performing. It doesn't get star main. So this is the thing. So what Slot could have done is said, you know what? He knows who he wants. Probably 6 months, January, he's thinking, I like you, like not. But use the players. And fair enough. At the end of the season, no problem. Say, thank you for your contribution. Go. If you don't rate them, fine. But give them the chance to let them do their thing. And then if you want to get rid of them in the summer, fine. But of course, he's got the league, and people say, and certain of these players have helped him. It hasn't been just the first 11. That's what people need to forget. They've helped him. And it might be minute. But again, and so we can't complain. But Slot has to learn. Next season, he needs to rotate.
Oh, he's going to
the most, etc. He has to rotate. You can't do this arrogance of 14 players. And look at that week. Again, I'm trying not to criticize, but again, we could have still been in the Champions League right now. We could have had the League and Cup double. But again, these are things we learn. But apart from that, and the Chiesa conundrum, which again, let's see in the next couple of weeks whether you will finally get the game time. Yeah, but again, it's a learning process. But apart from that, he's done he's done special things, and again, 20 times, you know. So,
20 times, brother.
20 times, baby! 20
um,
times!
Champions, ole from MK. Big up MK, by
Yeah,
the way, bro. Preseason World Tour will be crazy as well. I can't wait for it, bro. I'm not gonna go anywhere this year, but I think they're going to Asia, aren't they? They're not gonna go anywhere else. I think they're going to Asia. If they got America, maybe I'll go, but yeah, I think they're going to Asia. No offense. I love Asia as well, but it's a bit too far for me to go. I heard that the club handles the medal distribution not via number of games. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So everyone will get a medal, even if they don't. You know, everyone will get a medal.
I didn't know that. That's well, thanks MK for that, bro. Big up Genghis as always, man. We've got the Prem. It feels somewhat surreal, like it hasn't kicked in properly yet. We've got all of seasons though. Yeah, 100%, bro. We've got so much. We've got a whole month to party, bro. But let me just put it straight for you.
Yes, sir.
The parade on the 26th, and it's a bank holiday, by the way. So there's going to be a lot of free people, you know what I mean? Free from work. They're going to be out there smashing it. Over 1 million, I heard. So be prepared, guys. It's not a Man City parade. This is a Liverpool parade. Let me just put it that way. Big up Uncle Roz as always.
Big up.
Yes.
Big up, Raj. You done no bridging. Real general.
Yeah. And guys, just put in the chat. Ask any questions. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for, man. At the end of the day. Yeah, but so what's going on, guys? Like with you two, like what's going on? How you feeling? You know, in regards to the league title win, can we retain it? Can we get it back next season, or are the other teams going to catch up? Because all I keep hearing is the other teams will improve and all that stuff. The other teams will improve. The other teams will improve. What about Liverpool improving as well? You know what I mean? Aren't we going to improve? Aren't we going to get better? It doesn't make any sense, man. Well, what do you guys think, JK and Nalante?
That's what they do to hype up the Premier League. Man City bought this guy. Arsenal got this guy to take on Liverpool. Blah blah blah, and it's going to be like a hysteria sort of thing, you know. Have you noticed when Liverpool go for a league title, the energy is totally different for when Man City win the last 4. Ain't people bored of that? Like, ain't like Chelsea fans thinking, you know what? I'm sick of bloody Man City winning it. Liverpool won it. You know what I mean? Fair play. But it ain't like that, bro. For some reason, it seems like every club is against us. But for next season, I think it all depends on the incomings and outgoings. I don't think we've got to really mess the squad up as much. But when you look at the squad, Slot don't seem to like Elliot, Darwin, Chiesa. Tsimikas, yeah, he's getting a few games. Tsimikas here and there starts. But other than that, bro, a lot of guys not really getting game time. And I think that's just the only worry from Slot season. If I had to pick one thing, it would be that. For me, Elliot, yeah, he can't run fast. But when you look at Elliot when he plays football, his first thing is get the ball, turn, where's Salah?
Yeah.
Okay, Darwin, when he's on the pitch, it seems like Salah's a bit more awake, but more with it. Same with Trent. So, like, for me, everyone does their part, you know. I just hope next season we've got the players in that Slot don't mind using as subs and vice versa.
Yeah. What about you, Nalante, bro? Let me just read Genghis's email, of course. Chat. I just wanted to say I really wanted Nunes to play, and he did, and then he let me down. I think he's talking about the Instagram message, isn't it? Yeah, he had the reason to give us as to why he needs to stay, but instead he gave reasons as to why he needs to leave. Sad, but but try. What do you think of that message, Nalante? Before we obviously continue with the other one, it's about that message on Instagram. He let people down, who support him. Actually, let's be honest.
I think Nunes. I think we can see he's a very emotional player. It's very much again. He gets a lot of criticism on the internet from fans. Some rightly, some wrongly. But from what I hear, one or two people that go to the games, he gets a lot of positive reaction. But it's a 50-50 double sword, Fuzzy, because at some point, yeah, he lets himself down with some of his attitude to play. But to be honest, but the flip side, can you blame him? Because Slot just doesn't. He's been hugging him out to dry, and although he hasn't been great, Slot hasn't helped with certain things. So I can't blame him because he knows he's going. So there you go.
What about you, JK? About that? About his message? He put it up and he took it down, didn't he?
The brother's hurt. You know what I mean? He wanted to play more part of football. Keyser's face said it all on Sunday. Bro, I thought it's pain. When you're playing for Liverpool and you're going to win the league title, you want to play, don't you? You know what I mean? You want to think, you know what, I deserve that medal I'm going to get at the end of the season. It's as simple as that, bro. Darwin, Chiesa, for me, all could have played a bit more of a part in certain times of the season. But that's Slot's choice at the end of the day, you know what I mean? When you look at all the fans, you know how much fans I've seen on Sunday? Say on Liverpool's YouTube page, you know, when they went live, play Chiesa. Like this one guy wouldn't stop saying, give Chiesa game time. So look, bro, I think next season, I just hope Slot realizes that the going for 4 trophies is not as the way he thinks it is, that you can do it with 14 guys, 15 guys. You got to understand that it's like we need a good squad, big squad, and learn how to rotate players. Think about the way he plays football, bro. He's I'm going to start off the game in first, second gear, preserve our energy. Then second half, we'll put our foot down, go third gear, fourth gear, maybe if we need to. So we sort of conserved energy all season. Then it gets to the point where these guys ain't got no more energy left. And I was a bit astonished that he didn't realise that himself and Johnny Hettinger in the background. Like these guys need a rest, bro. And that's the only thing worried me about this season. And that sort of coincided with the Newcastle Paris game. Yeah. That week is so important to me as a Liverpool fan. I was thinking, bro, we win that game against Paris. Yeah, don't concede. We're through 1-0 through Elliott's goal. And then Newcastle, bro, come on. Newcastle, come on. You know what I mean? Let's beat Newcastle. What do, bro? We let their midfield take over us. And it was as simple as that.
Yeah.
He should have gone Man City tactics in that game. He should have just dropped Jones into the midfield, realising that they're all sort of lackluster. Took Jones in there to give him a bit more legs. Simple tactics, bro. Football's a simple game.
Oh, 100%.
He overcomplicated it there. In that week, he overcomplicated. You cannot start Jota in them 2 games. And it was as simple as that.
Yeah, 100%. Perhaps Nunes tweet spoiled it for Chiesa. Could it? Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, MK. Maybe. I think he only spoiled it for himself, really. That's how I see it. I mean, big up Uncle Roz, my bro. Big up Uncle Roz. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Big up Josh as always. Big up to my brother Nalante. Hope you and the family are doing well. Hashtag 20. That's for you, Nalante.
Big up Josh, man. Yeah, Coppish, man. We chat. Big up Josh, man. He's one of the few puts videos out there. He's a few. Big up Josh, man.
Has he got a channel, yeah?
No, I don't think so. But with Coppish reviews, we usually put, a video about the game. But yeah, big up Josh, man. And yeah, all good, man. Yeah, everyone's well, man. But circumstances have changed for me. But yeah, big up himself each and every time, Josh, man. He's a real one. He's a real one,
bro.
Yeah.
It's all about the chat, guys. So bring up whatever you want, man. That's what we're here for, us three. So yeah, Trent Salah is current. Gerard Torres. Oh, okay. It's current generation Gerard and Torres. Yeah, you could say that. Do you guys actually know the last out and out number 9 we had was Torres? And that's how many years ago is that? 2010, isn't it? That was the last time he was here?
2011, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, 2011.
Out and out, I'm talking about out and out goal scorer number 9. That was the last time we had one.
Yeah, because
think about Suarez is at number 7 in his Kenny's top of player.
Yeah.
But if you look at someone that was scoring regularly, obviously we had Benteke's and all that stuff, but I'm talking about like 20, 30 goals a season kind of, foul, Owen kind of thing.
Him and Starch, isn't it?
Madness, isn't it? Madness if you think about that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, big up Edward, man. Always supportive, bro.
Yes.
Appreciate that, Edward, man.
Big up Edward.
True Don is in the house. I haven't seen him for a bit. Hope everything is well. To Darwin credit, give down credit. I suppose he said he hasn't been playing enough. Even Haaland has some stupid shot this season. Okay, stupid shit this season. I'm assuming. Darwin is Darwin, innit? Darwin is Darwin. It's just not good enough. You know what I mean? I got to be realistic, guys. I tried. I even had streams about him, talking about him in a way he can improve, and how I supported him a season ago, or I think a season ago, yeah. And it just doesn't. It just don't. You know what it is, guys? Like, if you play football, you understand what I'm trying to say. If you want some, it's just like, forget about football. Just in life, if you want something so badly, you got to do everything to achieve it. And I don't think he's done enough to achieve what he's supposed to do on the pitch, which is scoring goals. I love the hard work and grit. There's nothing more than like Liverpool fans appreciate more than that. But if you're costing us over 80 million and you're here to score goals and you're not doing it in 3 seasons, you're just, and not only that, he's getting worse. He's not even getting better at the goals. If you look at the goals he's got this season, it's worse than last season. So he's got to do more. But listen, he hasn't done it. And the way Arne Slot talks about him is like he's not going to be here. You know what I mean? And I've always said it. My next destination is Alvarez at Atletico Madrid, the former Man City player. That's the one I want, because he will do everything that we need to play against any team. It doesn't matter if it's Man City. It doesn't matter if it's Man United. It doesn't matter if it's, those teams that low block, Bournemouth and all that stuff. He will score goals no matter what. I know everybody talks about Isak. Isak is gone. You can't get that guy anymore. It's too much money. And I don't think he suits us as much as Alvarez will anyway. So that's how I say. #20. I'm happy. True Don, you're not doubting anymore, are you? You're not doubting anymore. We don't see the training sessions. That's where players prove themselves to give into the first team bench. Okay, 100%. Let's see what you're saying. I'm just going through the chat, guys. I apologize. You got to talk to the people in it. John Henry at Anfield, seeing those scenes, I hope it makes him realize he has something special here. It's time to invest, to dominate. What do you guys think about that, JK and Alante?
God knows, bro. We've been there before with this guy. If he didn't do it with Klopp, I ain't really got no big believers in do it with Slot. It's as simple as that. If everyone did it our way, then cool. But you know what it is? Like, we don't even spend nothing. We ain't spent nothing in like 5 windows, got Chiesa, and that's about it. That's a bit of a joke.
JK, before you go on, you spent more to get the flight from Germany back to England and then back again.
I spent more watching Liverpool and this, that, and the other than they've bought players, bro. It's a joke. So that's what I'm worried about with the owners. Always like they're gamblers. If you understand what I mean, they gamble in a weird way. It works, but it don't work enough that we dominate.
Yeah.
And with dominating football, what happens is you can charge an extra 20, 30 mil on any contract you get in advertising wise.
Oh,
there you go. Winning, you breed more money. Simple.
What about you, Nalante? With that message?
Yeah, just nothing really much to say. What Trudon says, well, yeah, it's time. But will he do it? Will he do it? That remains to be seen. That's all.
You know, guys, like it's you're spot on, Trudon, what you said. For once, we agree. No, I'm joking. We normally have a little back and forth. I agree with you, Trudon. Like, they have to invest. I mean, there's no pandemic now. There's no furlough in Carol in the cafeteria. You know what I mean? So if they don't invest now, I think even the masses, the FSG people out there are gonna start asking questions, because the next step for Liverpool Football Club is not going back down; it's going back up. You know what I mean, and even further in this season, which is the Champions League as well. So, I'm expecting them to spend, but I won't be shocked if they don't. If you know what I mean, because we've seen it so many times in the past. But as I said, there's no excuses. There's no stands to build. There's no furlough this season, sorry, the coming season. So you've got that opportunity now to put this club into a stage where we can dominate. Because as I said earlier, I keep hearing every other team is going to improve, but I'm not hearing enough of Liverpool improving. You know what I mean? So the points tells you how dominant we are. We as a football club should not be stepping back. We should be going forward, which means invest in the team, get better players to support these players, so everybody will be on their toes. And, to be in that starting lineup, you've got to be good enough to be in there. And there's no more like you running around the pitch, hiding and all that stuff and pretending you're doing something, and then you play again because we've got no players to replace you. That's gone. That's how I see it next season, and that's what I'm expecting. Improvement from Liverpool. We have to improve. There's no other way of thinking about it. And I want to win the Champions League next season as well as the Premier League. You know what I mean? So we've got targets, man. We've got targets. It's good to have the 20, but 21 would be much better, wouldn't it, guys? Elliot has
that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Elliot has no speed or defense, but plenty of creativity. He should play as a number 10. You know what I mean? We keep giving Soboslai that opportunity, but I can't complain about yesterday. He's created 2 goals, like the guy said. But, from what I've seen of Elliot as in that number 10 when he was consistently playing, he's all right. He's not a bad player because he doesn't do a lot of runnings. You know what I mean? Running back and forward, and it's more about creativity and taking shots from outside the box. And that's what we'll be missing this season. We haven't taken enough shots from outside the box. I don't think we have more than 5 goals outside the box. I don't know. I don't think so. You know what I mean? So that's what we've got to improve on as well. When teams are difficult to break down, take shots from outside, man. Hit the top corner. Look at McAllister's goal with the left foot the other day. Whew. Impressive. Absolutely impressive. Big up, Edward. Yeah, guys. So, obviously we're going to continue for a little bit longer. Big up Dara, by the way. Big up Dara, bro. Big up Red Devil United. Of course, it's Rich in the house. Thank you, man. Fair play. Thank you, bro. Guys, how would you feel if we decrease next season? Are you gonna ask questions of Arne Slot, JK? Like if we don't improve on next season, is it his fault or is it the
Well,
even how about if he gets the players and we still decrease? That's what I'm going to ask you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It all depends. Like for me, winning the Premier League it's a big thing. You know what I mean? He's got his league call with United now. So fair play to him. What could be worse? Us just getting top 4 and not winning anything. Yeah, that's not a great season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I tell you the truth, I've always loved the Champions League. That's always been, if I got a choice, I always chose the Champions League, okay? Yeah. But what's happened this season, I was thinking, you know what, it's about time we did the 2020.
Yeah.
And next season, I'm going Premier League again.
Yeah, me too.
Get 21. Yeah. I love the Champions League. It's my favorite. Mm-hmm. But next season, I'm ready for the Premier League again. How are we going to do that? It's worked how until that week. I'm always talking about that bloody week. Until that week, Newcastle PSG, bro.
Yeah.
He was the best manager in the world, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, for me, I was like, God, who's this guy? I was like, yo, respect. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we all sort of, yeah, man, this guy knows what he's doing. He does know what he's doing. But the thing is, I just felt he lacked that common sense.
Yeah.
Side of the game where looking at them guys running around in midfield, it ain't look great. Yeah. So why would he jeopardize his season by playing them guys? So that's the only thing I worry about next season, bro. I just want to see a bit more common sense in that way of fatigue and rotation. Yep.
100%. What about you, Nalante?
With Slot, I mean, yeah, big up Edwards. Say all 4 champions for 4 years, exactly.
Because the reason I said this, guys, because
yeah.
he could potentially get his own players in it. So how about if we don't win the league and all that stuff? Because we've got to think about things like that as well next season. Because apparently everybody else is improving apart from us. So, if we decrease next season, what would you say about that, man?
Again, I think
has he earned enough in the bank, like credit in the bank?
Well, yeah. I mean, if we don't win it next season, if we don't, I mean, the worst come. I mean, it's not the worst, but if it just comes to that, we have to give him the blight because he's won the league this season. So, and then the following season, for me, there'll be no excuses. But what I would say is, with Slot and the squad, people like say, no, he's gonna get this. No, next season won't be Slot squad, full squad. It's going to take him, for me, 2 years before you see the version of the squad Slot once. That's what people forget. They think, oh, everyone's going to go, and no. Some will go, some will stay, and it might be the fact that he might not get the place that he wants or not be able to shift. So it'll give 2 years before you see the Slot squad, but we're going to buy it. I mean, we all know we're going to buy it, but it's just how we buy, who we buy it, etc., etc. But yeah, I mean, JK, mate, he's off the Champions League bandwagon. He's back to the NPL. But
Remember, yeah,
exactly, JK. But look, I mean, of course, we all want 21. I mean, I want us to retain because it will be that extra special.
Yeah.
And you know why? If let me deep this chat. Deep this. But if we retain, and then a question for the chat, because we're knowledgeable people, in the Premier League history, if we retain the title, apart from 1 or 2 clubs who are never gonna, I mean, let's be honest, they're not gonna win the Premier League again in our lifetime. Remind me the only other big club, if we retain the title, who's not done a back-to-back. I'll leave it there.
Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
There you go. I don't know for you, bro. I know you was looking for that. Yeah. Guys, listen, it's been a great chat. Loved every minute of it. Are you guys going to continue? Because there's still more chats to read out, or because I need to go. Obviously, I've got work today. What you guys want to do? You guys want to continue or not?
Yeah, we could do a few 20 minutes or so. No problem.
Yeah, we continue. Yeah. I'm lucky today.
All right, guys. I might come back on. I don't know. Just take it off for now. Let me just do something. No.
Cool. Oh, JK. Glad I got rid of him. God damn it. Son of a gun. That damn.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's our time now. God damn it. Our time. But no, big up. Fuzzy. Probably, I'm sure he'll come back, man. I'm sure Fuzzy will come back. The energy's good. JK, shall we do the chats?
Yeah, you can do them, bro. Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. And again, big up everyone that's watching. Please go like, share, and subscribe. You know, it's Fuzzy, it's the man from the German Enterprises, the German Outlooker, the German Outwatcher, JK, myself, you know. JK's got contacts, anything German, Bundesliga, player related, put it to JK. He can tell you, man. He's got the contacts, trust me. But JK's humble, unlike some. As me and you know, JK.
Exactly.
Oh, God. With it. Cedric says, big up Fuzzy, JK, and myself. Big yourself up, Cedric. I think me and you, JK, could write a book. He doesn't play. Do you think he'll play? It's 20. Yes, big up Cedric. 20 indeed. JK, you would answer this first.
I can write a book, no problem. Football for me is all about energy. And even though the guy's not played, he's always sort of smiling, not stroppy. Comes on the pitch. First things first, I want to get a goal. Like, who don't want that in a team? You know what I mean? So that's one reason I don't understand why he ain't getting no game time. Really hurt my feelings on Sunday though.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm just a little bit disappointed the way he's been treated. But all right, we'll move. Big up Hash. Yes, 20 indeed. Big up yourself, Hash. Hope you well, my guy. Cengiz, can you just ask according to Cengiz, are you Turkish? Tanam, hadi görüşün, Tanam. Are you Turkish, Cengiz? But big yourself up. Honestly, I'm scared. Arsenal got 2 red cards and no striker, and Saka's injured. BBD getting older. Robertson making mistakes. We had Kelleher do so well. I'm scared for next season. Cengiz, you know what? I don't think you should worry too tough. Arsenal, yeah, they'll come back, but Arsenal still got inconsistencies, in my opinion, and we will strengthen. But I hear that. I mean, JK, what do you think to Cengiz's chat here, message here?
No, I've never been scared of Arsenal, bro. With us, as I always say, we don't seem to allow good goals to go in. We always make mistakes and let goals in. That's how we sort of do it. But for me, yeah, the older you get, maybe you make more mistakes. Robertson, for me, I believe I would allow Robertson to leave at the end of the season. Just making mistakes, you know. Van Dijk, no problem. Best centre back in the world. Arsenal, they've always needed a striker, bro. You know, when you look at other clubs, you can pinpoint what they need because you don't get emotionally involved in your decision making. So straight away, United, what do they need? They should have bought Harry Kane when Tottenham were allowing him to leave. If they bought Harry Kane in, he would have bought them stability. So as football fans, you know these sort of things. So for me, Arsenal, yeah, if they get a top number 9 in, they're going to be better, no problem. Yeah. But tonight, PSG should teach him a lesson.
Oh yeah, et puis au revoir, plaisir, France, tu me fais la carte. Don't worry, man. We all PSG tonight.
All the Tottenham fans will be singing that today.
Exactly.
It's at Arsenal's ground. Yeah, the first leg.
Yeah, no, Emirates. Yeah, I mean, if I could fly to Emirates right now with a PSG shirt, I would. Pretend I'm an ultra. But yeah. Gerson says, big up champions on the panel. Big yourself up, Gerson. I'm on cloud 9, bro. Yes. And I'm 100% sure Trent will be here next season, bro. You never walk alone. Big up yourself, Gerson. And listen, let's see. I still think he'll leave, but listen, we're here to be surprised, We'll all be happy with that. Cengiz says, "No, I'm talking about the open goal, bro. What goal would that be, Cengiz? JK, would you know what Cengiz is referring to? Or maybe Nunes, maybe. I'm guessing, maybe.
I think if Salah weren't there running, it was just Nunes, him on his own, he probably would have shot. Yeah. Well, that's if maybes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think it's caught in 2 minds and then Salah, But yeah, there you go. But all good. Okay, we have arrival with the chat. Red Devil United, fair play, guys. Best team from start to finish. Big yourself up, Red Devil. Yeah, well, big yourself up for putting that in. That's very noble of you, Where's the Red Devil says, where's the biggest challenge coming from next season? City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea. All right, we'll go with this. I still think City. And people will say Arsenal, but I'll tell you, for me, Arsenal, one word, code man. Simple as. What about you, JK?
Yeah, same for me, bro. City. Like Kevin De Bruyne is going to leave. So they'll be probably buying someone to replace him. Your City always buy, you know. Look at their transfer, January transfer window. They spent so much. So for me, they're the only worry. Always City, you know what I mean? Who else is there really? Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone, if they can press the like button on the video, that'd be very much appreciated by Fozzie and us guys. Yep.
Okay, interesting one. What type of striker objectives would you like? A Firmino type or Torres type? Oh, JK, you want to answer this first?
Yeah, Firmino type all day. For me, probably one of my favorite ever Liverpool players. Firmino, what a player, man. I never really connected to Torres as much Liverpool fans did. I think him moving to Chelsea messed that up. I don't know. I just cut him off from then. But I still like the guy, you know what I mean? He was a good guy, but did he want to go? That's another question. But for me, I'd rather have a Firmino type. What a player.
Nah, I agree, JK. To be honest, I'm not bothered either way, either type. I don't. As long as they get goals and play their way and make us successful, I am not too fast. So I couldn't choose. Red Devil says United. Yeah. We talked about yesterday. Big up Liverpool 12 man as well. Yeah, there's not, and that's the thing. If we look, JK, realistically, I mean, forget about the main names because the Isak and Alvarez. I mean, me personally, I don't think we're gonna get them. One, Alvarez is for me. He's not gonna leave sunny Spain to come back to England because that's why he moved in the first place. And game time, but of course, never say never. And Isak, we're not gonna blow all our budget on £120 straight on Isak, you know. If you take them away, there's no one really out there that stands out for me. This is the problem, JK. And obviously, you mentioned someone, you know, mentioned the Mr. Osimhen, and for me, he's a risk. I mean, what do you think? It's difficult, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's 2025. Standard of footballers gone downhill. Managers, we have to get Arnie Slot in, bro. You know what I mean? Arnie Slot. Who had Arnie Slot? No one. Man United buying Zerky and that other donkey. Like, Ferguson wouldn't buy them two donkeys, Zerky and Houston. So for me, it's all about the way football is nowadays. You're paying big money for donkeys, bro. It's as simple as that. Because for me, football is a business. So if you're an Aston Villa, you want 110 million for Grealish because he's the star boy there. You know what I mean? Who else is there now? Look at not Jacob Ramsey, the other lad, Rogers.
Rogers. Okay.
If he carries on the way he's done this season, he's going to be 100 million price tag on him. You know, so that's the way football is now. But I always say this: United. I always would say this: would Ferguson buy this guy? If they can stick to that motto when they sort of Ferguson left, say, would Ferguson buy this guy? No way would he have picked half of these donkeys they bought. You know?
No.
And I agree with Steve as well about Red Devil asking the question, which team could be the most dangerous for us next season? And I believe what Steve says about the owners. If they're not ready to rumble, what's going to happen is Man City, maybe a Newcastle or Chelsea perk up and do better than what they've done this season. You know what I'm saying? So you've seen a lot of teams now this season: Brentford, Brighton, Fulham, Forest, all these sort of standard teams, or even pushing up a bit. You know what I mean? But it's been a boring season, I've said, not really competitive and that.
Yeah, it's mad. Completely mad. Jengis says, find someone else like Alvarez because I don't want a City player playing for us. Sorry, but that's my opinion. That's fair enough, Jengis. Not feeling Alvarez. That's no problem at all. Big up, Dara. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Still celebrating Arizona. Let me know. Let us, me and Jake, know. Do you bump into 12th man at the celebrations down there in the A? Truden says, okay, so this is Truden talking to Red Devil. Okay, City Invest. Yeah. Hello, big, Carol from Trudon. Good chat. Do you know my favorite box of all time was a Liverpool fan? Welcome aboard, Marvin. I'm guessing you're talking about Marvin Hagler, Dara. But you know what? You're more than welcome. Time for the treble. Dara says, please take the FA Cup seriously. Oh, it depends who we get, JK, isn't it, really? Jengis says, if we don't win it next season, we'll just blame Darwin. If Darwin will... Oh, no, none of us will be. We'll be thinking about other stuff, Jengis. That I think Darwin will be out of here. So Jengis wants a striker and backup centre back, DM. What's in the best possible spot, considering we're retaining Trent? Yeah. Oh yes, Nelson Toyote. Nelson, I hope you well, my friends, darling brother. Biggest transfer budget handed to Arnie Slot. Also says Liverpool. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Mr. Steve, Mr. FSG, let's go, champ! Let's go, champ! Let's go, champs in the building. Bring yourself up, Steve. Hope you're celebrating. Big up, Steve-O.
Slim. I ain't heard that word in years, man.
I know, mate. Okay. Let's go.
Didn't have to you stood.
We've got a clever reaction for that, Steve. Don't worry, at the end of the show. Yeah. Steve says what we need to improve. FSG can do different things. But no, Steve, like you, JK, he's great minds think alike.
Right, sir.
Yeah. Steve says LFC Arsenal add 3 to 4 quality players to their 11 this summer. Both teams will win trophies every season. Again, depends. 2.0 Snoop Dogg. Where do you get Snoop Dogg from, Steve? Oh dear. Okay. I think that's for Red Devil. Okay. Forget the 115. Don't forget Nelson. Oh God, well the Premier League will forget about it. That's for sure. Steve says we need a Torres type killer up front. Is that something you want, JK? Torres type, but because you're saying, you more, but you did say before you wanted the more
Bobby, yeah.
Bobby type, yeah. Cool.
Bobby type, yeah.
Steve says he went on Shite Sport on the other day and told Simon, "Oh, you went on there, Steve? Yeah, he had a phone call with Mr. Money Jordan, Mr. I don't watch big fights Jordan, yeah." Okay. Martin, you need to give Arnie his flowers. What he has done in the first season, no signings of his choice. Arteta struggling to win the facts. But I think, JK, we know that, facts, Steve, that, Keown is a company man. He's on the Arsenal payroll, so why would he? Why would he?
Who's that, bro? Who's on there?
Steve mentioned Martin Keown on TalkSport.
Oh,
he's on the payroll.
Him and Kundi. Oh, what a bunch of jokers. Bitter. You know the word bitter? Just look at them two guys. Martin Keown, I've never seen the guy just be chilled and like he's always got this sort of face, same as that other guy, Kundi. Talk sport in general, it's just in general, talk sport is just a bunch of flipping guys who got an opinion, agenda driven. They ain't got an opinion based on reality. Jason Kundi is a twat. You know what I mean? The guy's a flipping tool, fam. Like was he even a good player? Let's get that straight. He played for Tottenham, played for Chelsea. Yeah, but the guy was a donkey, bro. And he's talking like he's Maradona. Like, come on, bro. Social media destroyed these people, bro.
Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the problem in it. It's good bits. And
That's
it's
why
bad
I want to
bits.
beat him on Sunday. Give us a guard of
Oh,
honor and let's beat him there. Job done. Couldn't he when he all start crying?
oh yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we can affect certain things. I mean, we could put a big dent in Chelsea finishing in the top 5, which would be
Yep.
embarrassing for a club like that. So that's
Yep.
not JK. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I'm playing Chiesa. Starting.
Well,
Yeah.
let's JK. I mean, pigs might fly, but we'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean? We'll just keep quiet. We'll see. I mean, there's no reason not now, but yeah. Oh, Stevie O, Stevie O, Stevie O, Stevie O, Stevie O. Stevie O says Alvarez, the dream signing, cherry on top to finish the starting 11 with these signings as well, i.e. Hincapié, Edison. Look, Steve, I mean, of course, who wouldn't? JK loves Alvarez, but we're not getting him. We're just not getting him. Yeah, we probably could stump up the cash, but he went to Spain for a reason. And it's for a better climate, as most of the South Americans do. So,
and the guy don't go to a club for a season and then he goes to another club. You know what I mean? For that much money.
yeah.
But then I've already seen links Darwin to Atletico Madrid. You know me, bro. I'm not the sort of guy to speculate. But I just seen something yesterday. I was like, look at that. A long while back, everyone said Darwin, he should go to a team like Atletico Madrid. And then what do I see yesterday? A little report. Nah.
Okay. Figure yourself out, well done. Wolf, help you well, my guy. Hope you're good. Nico Williams. Oh, you meant if Diaz goes. Yeah. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I wouldn't want Golden if Diaz goes. Yeah, I like Nico. He's raw. Diaz is ahead of him right now for me. But I think Nico at 22, he can improve in his touch. I think he's a better crossing than Diaz, but Diaz is a better player all around. But yeah, Nico, I think he'll be levels for our team. Nico Williams for you, JK. If Lucho was to go,
He's all right. Musiala for me.
Musiala, no fair dude. Yeah, no fair dudes.
Musiala, man, what a guy, what a player.
Okay, we can answer this. Wolf comments and saying Liverpool. Well, it's no surprise. It's in the record books. I mean, forget the pre-season trophy. I mean, well, Neville's got pie in his face, isn't it, JK? I mean, he's the guy saying we'll finish 5th. And I remember JK watching us guys in the chat. I don't even remember this when we beat United 3-0. That demolition job done out here, done. And what did he say? He still said, "Man United will finish above Liverpool."
Yeah.
Mate, yeah.
He's got Jason Kunde vibes. He has.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, they're all in the same basket. Them lot. No.
Yes. Yeah, Genghis. That actually, yeah, yeah.
English knows.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Simple
what they
as.
did.
Simple as. Exactly, bro.
Robbo fan club out in force lately. A Redknapp trending is saying Robbo still has a few years in him at LFC. Sell him. Okay, Steve. JK, you did actually said earlier you'd rather sell Robbo and keep Simicast.
Yeah, because I think what's happened is with Robbo, he was full steam ahead, left back. Most assists as a left back. And what's happened to him, Slot's come in and he's dropped it to first, second gear football. Robbo is thinking bamboozled. You know that cartoon, when you watch a cartoon and all of a sudden, like that bamboozled, I think Batman, he's been bamboozled, bro, because of the pace of football now. His mind hasn't clicked in that I'm dropping 50 miles per hour less, you know? So I think it was a culture shock for Robbo. Not playing full football. And it sort of made him make mistakes. You've seen it.
Yeah.
For me, still a top lad, top player. But can he handle the way we're playing the slot? You know, where he don't make mistakes. Look at this season, bro. He's had a few calamity moments. Sent off, handball, penalty, this, that. That's not really Robertson, bro. Very disciplined Robertson. So seeing Robertson make mistakes isn't really what we're used to.
Mm-hmm. No.
He ain't a Harry Maguire sort of defender, you know what I mean?
Nah.
And look at the price difference between Robertson and Harry Maguire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But standards, like quality-wise, I'm taking Robertson every day of the week.
No, 100% JK. 100% any day. Wolf says, my daughter wants Allison to play up front, score again. She's 15. She loves him as a goalkeeper. Oh, you know. Hear that, Wolf.
Oh, that's probably one of my favourite moments as a fan when Allison scored against West Brom.
Yeah,
that was special, man. Come on, got top 4.
Yeah, it was a deep. You know, we were just lacking, and we were just fortunate defense. And yeah, what happened to obviously when someone pursues his dad, and recently, and having the minerals, having the coins, just to play the game, it's a lot. He didn't have to. He really didn't, but he wanted to. In his dad's name, and that like I said, that did get me a bit emotional as well, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, just a shame with fans, but yeah, big up Ali, man. He's one of the best goalkeepers for me in Premiership history.
Top guy as well, bro. Always
Yeah.
smart, always chill, always good personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Steve says, bro, if she can afford to buy Nkapi Edison this season for under 90 million, yeah, facts. Diaz goes get Kudus, yeah, Kudus from West Ham, yeah. Steve, man, me and JK, I've been shouting the room. That's my guy here, brother. Yeah, get him in. He'll cook for us 100%. It's great here. Yeah, one more. Okay, well done, Wolf and Steve having a convo. Diaz, Nunez joining Saudi clubs first week of June. That's over 100 million plus in. Diaz, I'm not sure, to be honest, Steve.
Nah, for me, Diaz, nah, man.
I don't think
he's too
Nunez,
good.
Yeah, go for it, JK.
Yeah, no, just for me, Diaz, bro. He's showed up in the last month for Liverpool. He's the reason why we've won them 3 Premier League games in a row. The Diaz. When you look at his wages and everything, I wouldn't want to get rid of him.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah, I would. I mean, yeah, let's keep him. I think he's got now double figures in terms of Premier League goals now, which is a good achievement. And yes, 1 or 2 in bunches, but you know what? A winger for me gets at least 10 league goals, double figures. That's a good season. So, all right, you're talking about Mama Wildhead. Yeah, Mama. Yeah, well, Mama just has to sit out. He's improved. He's had a very struggling season with Valencia, but he's improved. But Ali, you can't drop Ali. I mean, for you, JK, would you start Mama had Ali? I mean, you can't. For me,
No, man, never.
no. Yeah, he has to build it out. For me, it might have to be another 2 years. I just think Ali is just not saying any shines of just slipping. Okay, Steve with his fantasy shopping list. Bare minimum needed. Summer outs. A Robo, Nunez, Chiesa, Jota, Gomez, Inhacapi, Rebecca, Kudos, Yildiz, and Kuna. Oh, Steve, man, why are you saying Joey, man? Don't do that, man. Steve, don't get my guy out. Don't get Joey out. Some of the names, no. But no, fair enough. Okay. Well, Dead and Steve showing love to each other in the chat. Big up. Wolf, who knows? I don't think so. I think JK can agree with me, but you never know. I don't think so. I think he's done.
True, but as a club, you wouldn't really want to sell a player. But look at how much slots used Diaz this season. He's the main guy. He's starting most of the games, bro. Diaz. I think Slot likes him. They for me should up his wages. You know, like a thank you. He's doing all right this season. A little bit of wage increase, no problem for me. Diaz.
No, 100%. And guys, we're just going through the chats. It's all about you, the people, me and JK. We're gonna go through. We'll go through them, and then we've got a few stuff to mention and speak about before we close. But big yourself up, like, share, subscribe. I told you guys, as soon as we win this title, I'm here. I'm on camera. My face has been shown. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, 20 times, guys, 20 times. You know what I mean? United crying in their sleep. Love it. Nelson says Liverpool will have to take Wrexham very seriously just in case they get promoted in the Premier League. Nelson, I hear that, but I think it's nothing to worry about for now. We just have to, we'll wait until they come. But Wrexham are doing well. That's fine. Diaz has 12 goals in 26 games. Great return. His value has gone up to 65 mil. Yeah. So, question for us, JK. Would you take Vardy for you? But no.
Nah.
Yeah. He's gone. Great play, but no. Thank you very much, Wolf. Big yourself up, as Wolf says. Big yourself up, guys. Everyone that's watching. Okay, Kanati turned down 2 low ball offers from FSG. That's a worry for me. We need him signed up ASAP. Okay, let's just quickly get onto the contracts, because I know I think Steve mentioned Kanati. And I'll start with Kanati first, Diaz, and then you can answer JK. Kanati, for me, if he's not signing the contracts and if Liverpool if he's suitable offer, he can go for me. And he's a good player, but for me, he gets a bit blown out of proportion in terms of world class, etc. But yeah, so he can go for me because we can't afford to do this run games and then get who we want to get to replace him. Simple as for me. In terms of Lucho, the contract, well, we're in the negotiations. It depends whether we're going to offer him. He's going to be in the hundreds, like 100, probably 50 or whatever. So yeah, I guess I understand that to that point, but I think, again, Diaz, possibly you can stay, but if he's not, then we just have to think about selling. Not that I want Diaz. I would want Diaz to stay, but we can't have any episodes. But now that Hughes and Richards are in charge, they can be able to settle down and solidify some of these disorganization by Ward and Co. previously. But what do you think, JK, in terms of Ibu and Lucho? Okay, I think JK is just a bit busy there, so I'll read some of the chats.
I thought I was off mute. Can I for me, bro? Kanati, I said my whole speech about Kanati. I was like, oh god, move buttons on. Yeah, Kanati, bro. Like, come on, he's a good player, but sometimes I feel his concentration levels let him down. So, yeah, I'd rather keep him than letting him go because for me, it's hard to get centre backs in.
Mm-hmm.
Diaz 100% keep.
Yeah. Cool. Steve said, okay, my point on the Milner. But okay, Vardy, nah. We're done. We're past that. We're better than Vardy. He's been a great player, but nah. Oh yeah. I'll answer for this for JK if he doesn't mind. Yes. Do the job. Yeah. It's relegation. Well, Nelson, it's 100%, but it's not going to happen. They're too powerful. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We can't afford to sell or let Canoti leave. Period. Oh, Steve, we have to. If he's not going to sign a new contract, we can't neglect regarding who the player is that Canati will leave on a free. We can't afford to do that. It just is what it is. This is it. Got to be sensible. All right, guys, we're going to go in a couple of minutes, but we'll just read some more of you in the chat. It's all about you guys, so we're just reading your chats. 20 times, and we're winning. 20 times, I say. 20 times, United crying. We are Liverpool all the way. Hey! Come on, guys. Right. What Wolf says, panel, we've got McAllister, the old one. I would have Vardy than put youth in areas. Gakpo is going to be a world-class player. No, not a Vardy. No. Me and Jake, no. Gakpo could be. The youth, yeah, we'll see. Would you sell DS Kudos? I think we did answer that. God. I'm going to say yes, JK. What do you think? So DS.
No for me. No for me.
No. Okay. Yeah, we did that, Steve, but it doesn't matter anymore. That was unfortunately greatest talent. Okay, Steve. All right. Would I sign a new deal that is lower than other players' wages that have less ability than you? Again, Steve, everything factors. It all depends who the player is and, again, the type of player. It really depends. I mean, for me, football, I know there's star players and I know there's players that are better than others, but it shouldn't be all. Again, this is just my opinion, and JK will answer this. I know you did address it to me. It's not all about money for me as a player. Once you get in there, if you play the best of your ability, you will get rewarded. That's the way I see it. Some will have more than others, but it's just more to life. More to life for me. I don't know. What do you think, JK? Okay, JK, I think's on the busy bit again. Off beats. Is Madrid the worst Madrid ever new team? Yeah, I wasn't the worst, Wolf, but it's overrated. It's overrated, I'll say. Oh, Nelson, don't mind Rio. He talks up his ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's of course he's gonna. He played for them for 10 years, so of course he's gonna with them anyway. But it's just great to see him squirm and see United in the mud. It's a big up from Wolf to you, Nelson. That's good. Steve says, I can see some player swap deals, cash on top happening this summer. Kells, enjoy it. To Bournemouth for Kirkus Hyson. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so, but we'll see, Steve. We're going to see. Yes, Cedric. Big up yourself always, Cedric, man. I hope how's the weather down your side, Cedric? Hope it's good, man. Yes, appreciate. Listen, Cedric, I'm just a real man. I'm off the cuff. I'm wild. I'm off the cuff. Well, big up yourself, Cedric. But yeah, guys. Looks like we're gonna wrap up this show. I'll just go through some of this. It reads, great love from you, the panel, man. Always about you guys.
Yeah, bless up the chat.
Yeah, bless up the chat. We'll answer this last question. Wolf question: if Slot was first, Klopp second in manager roles, I see the same outcome this season. Your thoughts? The last question here. Wolf. Yeah. Guess so. Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. What do you think, JK?
Yeah, 100%.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
But he got us to a final in the first season he was here. Europa
Yeah,
League,
he
wasn't
did. Yeah, he did, isn't it? Yeah, he did, isn't it? Yeah. Klopp. He got to, no, was it one? No, two finals. Two finals. It's a shame. But thank you guys. We're gonna wrap up for today's show. Big up everyone in the chat: Wildhead, Steve, Cedric, Love, Rods, everyone. Josh, big up
it?
yourself. Dara as well. You know what I mean? Big yourself up. Yeah, this is my face is gonna come. JK will eventually show his face at some time. He's too humble. He's working in the scenes. He's working in the background. But yeah. But before we go, guys, I'm just gonna play you this. Okay. Let's go one little more full think. This is what we think about all our rivals, guys. Just remember, like, share, and subscribe. Liverpool 2020. Alley, lay, lay. Alley, lay, lay. Alley, lay, lay. Alley, lay, lay. 20 times, guys. 20 freaking times. But this is what we think about our rivals and how dead they are.
Oh, chest. I can't breathe.
The hen bit on my chest.
Exactly.
On my chest.
All right, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. There won't be no music intro. God bless you all. We'll see you next time on LFC Red Forever. JK, anything else you want to just say before we leave?
No, bless up the chat as always. Always talking good. And enjoy the time. We're top of the league. We won the league. You don't need to fear any chats. Just like drop lyrics to them, Catch us on 12th Man Show. Bless up Brian as well. Hope he's good. And Lee as well. And bless up Fozzie as well.
Lovely. All right, guys. Peace out. We're out. And again, 2020, 20 and 2025. Peace.